Hey folks, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your NBA previews and predictions for a Wednesday, April 21st. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your day. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner, or hit the subscribe button if you're on a mobile device right below this video. Today's broadcast brought to you by bballpicks.com. Anybody can play, anybody can join at bballpicks.com. And folks, if you are interested in my top selections and my NBA picks, you go to bballpicks.com, hit the most followed button right here. You're going to see Ronnie Ray. Just click on the follow my picks, and then go to your following button right here, the link, and then you're going to see my selections here each and every day and the people you follow. And the beautiful thing about this website is that you can follow other winning pickers. So this way you can build your own roster of pickers, and this way you can pick and choose which selections you want to use to wager on that day. All right, let's go to the card here today. A lot of games on the NBA today for April 21st. We're going to kick it off with the Wizards taking on the Warriors. Now, the Warriors coming off a big win over the Sixers in the last game, 107-96. Now they're a 2-point road favorite against the Wizards, and the Wizards are pretty hot right now. 5-game win streak, playing some good basketball. Bradley Beal's back, 110-114 for the Wizards. The over-under set at 224.74, and looking at the chances of winning the game or covering the game, it goes to 43% for the Warriors, 24% for the Wizards. That's because they're on a good little win streak right now. All right, Chicago taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavaliers, they fell behind early against Detroit in that game. I thought I saw like a 34-9 score in the first quarter. They tried to make a game out of it, but Detroit won 109-105. Now, the Cavs going to this one, only a 2.5-point home court favorite, underdog. The over-under set at 211.5. ATS forecast sees a Bulls victory by 7, 107-100. The over-under at 207.25. The chance of covering does favor Cleveland here at 81%, and that's based on the law of average theory. Cleveland on a 3-game straight-up and ATS losing streak, where Chicago, winners of the last 2 straight-up and against the spread, and the last 2 have gone under the total. Brooklyn, big win last night in New Orleans against the Pelicans as a was a 3.5-point favorite or something like that. Let me just check my notes. I always like to be accurate when I give out these. There we go. They were a 2.5. Actually, it was 2.5 underdog. They were a 2.5-point underdog. See, it's always good to go check your notes, right? But Brooklyn going to Toronto tonight, or Tampa Bay actually, and facing the Raptors. And now again, Raptors a 2.5-point favorite. This is what I don't get. The Raptors are not even making the playoffs, or they're probably on the outside looking in. And then you got the team in second place as a 2.5-point underdog. I just obviously with no Harden and Kevin Durant, but just things that make you go right. 103-102 favoring Brooklyn. The over/under is set at 205.54. The chance of covering the spread does favor the Raptors here at 46%, compared to 41% for the Nets. And again, Nets coming off a big win last night against the Pelicans, and 39-19 on the season, where the Raptors 24-34, and they're playing on 2 days rest. Thunder taking on the Pacers. We got the Pacers winning this one 114-104. The over/under at 219. We got Phoenix taking on the Sixers. This is going to be a great matchup here. Now the Suns a 1.5-point road favorite, coming off a big win over the Bucks. And talk about matchup scheduling here. You got Milwaukee one night, you got 1 day's rest, and then you go take on the Sixers. So you're facing the top 2 teams in the Eastern Conference, and we got the Suns stepping up here again. 116-113, the over/under at 230.41. 52% chance of covering for the Suns, and 73 for the Sixers, who've lost their last 3 games against the point spread. Utah taking on the Rockets. We got the Jazz winning this one 122-115. The over/under at 237.7. Hawks taking on the Knicks. Now this is going to be a good matchup here tonight. Both teams played last night. Both teams won, and now New York a 1.5-point home favorite. The over/under set at 216.5. ATS forecast gonna lean with the Knicks here. 107-104. The over/under at 211.31. New York on a 7-game win streak and 10 ATS win streak. So very, very impressive for New York compared to the other seasons, right? Miami taking on the Spurs. Now we got the San Antonio Spurs a favorite here, 1.5. The over/under at 215.5. ATS forecast gonna lean with the Spurs here, 107-104. The over/under at 212.41. Miami on a 2-game win streak, straight up and against the number, and they beat Houston 2 nights ago, 113-91, where the Spurs beat the Pacers 109-94. We got Dallas beating Detroit 122 to 108. The over-under at 230.49. Dallas now not doing too well. 5 ATS losses in a row. Let's see if they turn it around tonight against the Pistons. Kings taking on the T-Wolves. Now, the big shootout last night against Minnesota. So this is a back-to-back game situation. 4.5-point favorite tonight against the T-Wolves. And we got, let me see here. We got Sacramento, Buddy Buckets, and the Kings winning this one. 118 to 110. The over-under at 229.57. Denver taking on the Trailblazers. And Portland fell short last night, 113 to 112 against the Clippers, but they're right back at it against Denver. Again, this is like Phoenix facing tough opponents in back-to-back game situations. You got the Clippers one night, now you got Denver. So does no rest for the wicked, right? 114 for Denver, 115, another 1-point game here, favoring Portland this time. So let's see if it happens. 230.17 is the accumulated over-under. And the Clippers taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. That's going to be a good game too. 3.5-point home court favorite for LA. Over-under at 226.5. ATS forecast. Computer pick, going to lean with the Clippers by 5. 116 to 111. The over-under at 228.28. Man, that was like a speed reading rehearsal, right? Folks, don't forget, you can get my top plays at bballpicks.com. Anybody can play. Anybody can join. bballpicks.com. Cheers.